Alright, we need this. Now we're good. Alright, we got quads. We can talk about the training today. I can't think of anything to talk about diet-wise. Maybe we'll discuss it on the way back home. But, yeah, let's talk about it. Just quads today for the leg day. Not gluten hammy. I have it split up. Push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs, rest. That's like the 8-day cycle, and just like the 2 leg days are different parts of leg, different focuses, better word. And a couple reasons why I do that. One, I can get enough volume in for the workout I'm doing, like for that muscle group, without making the workout 3 hours long. All right, because I'm doing like, I don't know, 12 sets or so. It's a pretty good amount for just specifically quads. And if I did that and all the amount of volume I do for glute and hamstrings on one day, it'd be 3 hours. And I mean, quite honestly, after an hour and a half of a lift, I don't know, it kind of just turns to shit. And I also don't want to be there for 3 hours as much as I enjoy working out. So that's one reason. I wouldn't say that's the main, like the absolute biggest reason, just because of workout time. Bigger ones are, one of them's the recovery aspect. Like hitting quads specifically, whatever it is, just maybe it's because it's bigger muscle groups. If you have a good quad day, my quads are sore as shit for like 5 or 6 days. And when I used to hit them every 4 days, it would always overlap, and I wouldn't have the issue with any muscle group besides like quads. And I knew that, what's going on? I knew that it wasn't like a diet issue or something other than quite literally it's just the timing, because everything else was on point. I was still growing. All the other training was progressing still. What the hell is going on? Sorry, just some people are just sitting in the middle of these intersections. And then, yeah, sleep was on point. I quite literally knew that was the reason. So that's why I split the leg days up like that. Now, another one is, I guess a question you could ask is, well, why don't I split up half of the amount of volume I do for quads on one of the leg days and take the other half of the glute heavy put on this day and do it like that? Well, the reason is because of that soreness, what I just said. But it does make sense to a degree, because what really matters is the total amount of sets you do for a muscle group per week, like in general, like a weekly basis, rather than a day basis. You know what I mean? Like the stimulus for your quads to grow or any other muscles to grow, it matters over like a course of a week, pretty much. If that makes sense. So like when you're making your programming, it usually goes about like, how many sets total do I want to do this muscle group per week? And then once you have all your weekly amount of sets organized for each thing, obviously you don't have to go this in depth. But this is just one of the things I did with my routine, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And then once you have like the total amount of sets, I'm not gonna go in and how to calculate all of it, but then you can like sprinkle them in how you want to according to like your routine, your split, and whatever. An example is like some people do upper lower days, which you kind of hit like an upper day, you hit almost everything, I'm pretty sure, like upper body, and you do it like 3 or 4 times a week. So assuming you do less volume, like less sets per muscle group, but you're doing it 4 times a week, your total weekly amount of sets is probably gonna end up being the same as like what I'm doing of only doing it once a week. You know what I mean? It's like if I did quads once every other day and I did like 2 sets or maybe 3 sets, something like that. So I found it more enjoyable actually hitting an entire muscle group for the day. So what else is there? I think those are kind of the biggest points of why. And then I guess the training aspect, I can point something out of actually trying to get quad development, like your quads to grow. If you have a tough time getting them grow, but like everything else is growing, but your quads aren't doing shit. If I had to guess, now it may not be specific to you, like correct to you, but if I had to guess, for most people, it's usually not controlling the weight. And I know it's at least I hear it a lot now, but for something like quads where it's pretty uncomfortable, like if you're doing a leg press and you're doing like your 8th rep, 9th rep, to control on the way down, that shit burns. Like when your quads burn, it's one of the most uncomfortable muscle groups to push through to failure. You know what I mean? So usually, that's when we like just start dropping the weight down and then push quick back up, drop it quick down, push back up, and kind of take away from like the controlling aspect. And that's usually where the issues come from. Also just like feeling you want to hit PRs and everything. Like if you do barbell squats or some shit, you may just want to keep loading up more and more plates on there just for like the, I don't know, PR sense or ego sense, whatever. Yeah, it usually ends up just dropping the weight down. And I'm saying this shit from what I used to do. I used to throw the knee sleeves on, throw the belt on, barbell squat, and I would get like 6 reps, but like I would damn near drop the weight down to like 90 degrees, like for a 90 degrees angle of like my knee, you know what I mean? My thighs would be like parallel to the ground, knees 90 degrees, and then push it back up. And yeah, I definitely was not controlling that shit. And then I also start having knee pain, and then yeah, it's just no good. And then you're extra sore. It's like all pain, no gain. So that's kind of just how that goes. Do I got to turn this on? Yeah, might as well. So yeah, I used to do that. Yeah, that's also part of if you ever have knee pain from quad days. That may be a reason why, is because you may not be hitting quads, you may just be hitting joint and ligament day, or joint and tendon day. You just keep slamming the weight on your joints, you're not even hitting your quad, you're just hitting your kneecaps. Been there. So yeah. So today we got quad extensions, leg press, probably belt squat or some type of machine squat. We'll just see what's open and whatever I'm feeling at that point. And then we'll do calf raises, abs, pose, and get out of there. So, what was I going to say? Oh, and if you see me I might do like a tempo set on leg press. I'm not sure yet. Tempo set, a quick explanation is just, you do 2 reps quick. I guess you could say you drop the weight in the 3rd rep. Every 3rd rep, you do like a super slow 5-second on the way down. So if I end up doing something like that, just know that it's intentional, that I'm just doing a way to make the workout a little more intense and also a little more enjoyable. Be able to throw different variations of what I do, since I've been doing the same routine for like 2 years now. That's just one way to make it enjoyable. So there's context to why I may be pushing it quick. But even then, it'll still be controlled. Like, I'm not going to drop the weight down onto my kneecaps. I think that's everything I can think of talking about quad related. It's Friday, 6:30 p.m. I doubt there's going to be many people here. Usually not on Fridays and weekends. I don't know, man. One of the other gyms that's like a 24-hour one around here. Dude, I went at 1 a.m., like midnight pretty much on Friday. And it was fucking packed in there. It was ridiculous. I think it was because that was like peak blow up of Sam Sulek. And, what was I saying? He used to always work out at like fucking 11 p.m. or something. That's like really when he was popping off, when I went at that time. Maybe that was why. Because I remember I saw a guy in there. I was like, said what's up to him or something. and he had like the exact same, like, it looked like he was cosplaying Sam with the oversized fit and the hat. And then I tried talking to him. He had like the jug as well. He was trying to like talk the exact same of him. It was kind of like, what the hell? But yeah, I know. I guess, I don't know, ironically or hypocritically, whatever one's right, my videos kind of seem like that just because these are like raw, unedited videos. But I don't know. I'm obviously not trying to copy him. This is just me working out and throwing these up on the YouTube. Easy enough for me to set the camera up and fucking talk instead of just either one, listen to music in the car while I'm driving to the gym, or just not setting up a camera while I'm in the gym. So easy enough. So yeah, whatever's open. I'd prefer to do quad extensions first, get my knees warmed up with some lighter weight, and then do sets on it. But if it's not open, then I think it'll be open. But yeah, see you guys in there. All right, we'll start with this. I just warmed up my knees for, I don't know, like 2 sets. I don't know, you just do super lightweight. I just held it at the top like this. I don't know, dude, this like quite literally hits your kneecaps directly, so easy enough to warm them up and not destroy them. What was I also going to say? Oh, also just helps the alignment with your kneecap. It strengthens around here. Like the groove, your kneecap's just in a groove, and it goes like this. So, when I was playing hockey, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, I ended up getting something called like patellofemoral pain syndrome. In short, it was just the groove alignment of my kneecap. Eventually it was getting to the side of it, and there's like kind of like this gelatin thing that helps make it smooth. So if it gets pushed to the side, it ends up being like a bone on bone with your kneecap. And part of it, I guess the PT of it, I mean, I could still walk and I was fine. It was just kind of an annoying pain. But part of the PT of it was like literally the lightest setting on one of these, and sit at the top, hold it here for like 5 seconds, bring it back down, do like 3 sets of 10 of that. It would help strengthen that, and also just help with the alignment. I kept my toes straight doing it. So I kind of just do that if I ever start with these in my quad days now, just to help with warm them up instead of popping my kneecaps, starting to do a heavy set to start off the quad day. All right. Okay. Alright, we'll do this before the leg press, just because it's open. We'll see. I'll try to get like somewhere around 6 to 10 for this. And if I do end up doing that, I'll probably make like the leg press like 10 to 15, maybe more, just depending on how this goes. Just mix up the rep ranges. Alright. Yeah, that fucking killed. I dropped the weight a little bit just because I know if I did the same way, I'd probably get like fucking 3 reps. So drop a little bit, still get like 6 to 10. All right. It's sets like this that I'm talking about when I say that I need more than just like 5 days to let my quads not be sore as shit after. I can already tell just from these past 2 sets. Oh shit. Alright. Well, I can't think of anything else to explain or talk about here, so crank out last of this, dude. Force this leg press, calves, abs, and just get out of here. Alright. Normally I throw in, normally I throw in leg press obviously before I move on to calves, but if everything's taken, I'm not going to bother and wait. I'll just start with this. Not the end of the world. Just depends. I mean, if I'm doing like a back day or something, I'm on like my last couple exercises of back day, and everything's taken then, I'll probably just wait instead of going on the biceps. But for something that's like a completely different muscle group like this, just in calves, I'm really not worried about it. Especially this late in the workout. Okay. I'm probably gonna do a tempo set like I said in the car, just because I don't know, I want to get like 15 to 20 on this, especially after doing like 6 on belt squat. So, all right. I'm gonna have to adjust the weight. I'm not sure how many I can do with this weight. So, all right. Good lift? Alright.
I ate like shit today.
What happened?
I ate like absolute dog shit today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you know what? It is what it is.
Alright. Oh, let's fucking get out of here. Dude, belt squat. Holy shit. I couldn't even push as hard as I wanted to on, I guess I could have. I was kind of being a baby about it. On the, leg press. Just because how much damage the, belt squat did. But nonetheless, solid workout. Oh, I probably got to put the air on this thing. Hold on. Yeah, that is why I hit quads once every 8 days. So that shit. Imagine hitting that 4 days from now again. Used to do that. Cooked. Yeah, I used to do, I think it was at the school gym. Like, I think I already said this, but what's going on here? Hack squat, belt on, sleeves on. Well, I guess it's a different machine now, but, and I would drop the weight all the way down to the bottom. I kind of would let it bounce off the bottom of the hack squat and then push back up and get like 6 reps like that. Like, yeah. And then do that again 4 days later. And then do leg press as well. Yeah, cooked. Yeah, I guess if you've been working out for a couple of years now, after your first year, I don't know, maybe 2-3 years now, maybe a little more, and you still do, if your leg day still looks like this, barbell squat, quad extensions, hamstring curls, maybe calves, and that's it. That's your only leg day. I'm gonna have to say that if you want to continue to get bigger legs, I'd suggest throwing in more exercises for leg day, because I used to do that. That's like the most typical bro leg day. Barbell squat, quad extensions, hamstring curls, and yeah, I mean, think about the amount of volume you're doing just for your hamstrings and glutes. 3 sets for hamstrings, like that's half of your thigh pretty much, and you're doing 3 sets of it. Like, do my glute and hammy day, I do 16 sets. It's like, yeah, big difference with the development. So something I always talk about is like, at least to make what I'm trying to say clearer, my rationale. So let's say there's a beginner, brand new guy going to the gym, first day in there. If you just have him do 3 sets of like bench press every time he goes in there, he's going to start to get a bigger chest and bigger triceps, right? Now, if you take an Olympian and have him go to the gym for all of his push days or like chest days, the only thing he does is 3 sets of chest. He does that for, I don't know, maybe like 6 months or so. More likely than not, he's probably going to lose some muscle on his chest. Why? Because he needs more volume to progress his chest to his maintenance volume per muscle group. It's literally just his maintenance is more than his to grow. And yeah, I mean, you see that if you've ever watched pros work out, they do a pretty damn good amount of sets, more than I'm doing, more than probably you guys are doing, and they're training like every set pretty hard. So what I'm trying to make is there's a middle ground between the two of, over time, you eventually need to progress the amount of sets you do per muscle group to continue to grow. Now, obviously, it's not as quick of a timeline as like you up in the weight and reps on a machine. But I don't know, if I had to give a ballpark, maybe every couple of years you up the amount of reps, or not up the amount of reps, up the amount of sets, volume. And I don't know, maybe by like just a few sets. And yeah, that's something I did like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I went from 3 sets and everything that I'm doing now to 4 sets. So I guess those 3 additional sets to my quad day. But yeah, that's just part of pushing the needle more. And yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. So what else is there to talk about? Why do these people not have their lights on? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh well. What do you guys want to know? I know I said this yesterday. I could totally eat some fucking steak fajitas right now. But, yeah, I'm not going to bother and talk about it again. But we'll go back and have cream of rice, some whey protein. I'll make it into like a whey drip. Put a little peanut butter on there just to space out the carbs for the day. And, what the hell? Yogurt, it's just supposed to be a snack, yogurt, in my day, like in the meal plan, but I mean, there's not much time to throw a snack in my day when I'm eating 6 meals a day, you know what I mean? So I just throw it in at my post-workout. Is there some magic thing of having yogurt post-workout? No. It's just more protein to have after it, and I find it easy enough to just throw it in that meal. Easy enough. Whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I want to make this talk a little longer, but I don't want to just talk about bullshit. I guess we could talk about bullshit, but nothing's coming to mind. I guess I'll call it there. Tomorrow we got a rest day. Was this day like 95 or something? Almost day 100. After that, we'll be back to chest day per usual, and I'm sure I'll be bringing up some new stuff to talk about. So appreciate y'all watching. We'll call it there. Peace out.